He's very much the right man for the job. And the mood is good and people are giving him money. And I think good times are ahead. But no question about it. Call it like it is. A little bit of a dip this year.
Yeah, before we let you go, buddy, failed to mention last night also Steve Melnick, coach for a longtime PGA golfer on the Gator national golf team, national championship golf team, I think in '66. He basically gave the little speech that introduced Coach Spurrier last night. And I wanted to give a shout out to Steve. He did an outstanding job. Great golf voice. But we got the Wells Fargo this weekend, which is a big time tournament. We got the PGA coming up in a couple of weeks. Give me a pick who you think going to win the Wells Fargo.
First of all, the New Mexico, you can take the Mexico tournament. I don't care about that. I'm going to go with the top. I mean, I like the way Jordan Spieth is playing right now. I'm going to stick with him. I don't know who all's in it. He usually plays that tournament.
This is a big time tournament. This is one of the big ones for the FedEx Cup, I believe.
Well, versus the World Golf Championship. Is that what it is?
I think it is. The Wells Fargo used to be held in Charlotte.
I think they moved it, didn't they?
It's in Potomac, Maryland now.
Yeah, it's a different deal. So, how big's the purse?
Well, I don't know all that, but it's a lot.
Well, they'll tell you if it's the World Championship or not.
Well, it doesn't tell me on my app here. I'm looking at who's playing in it. I can't. My man Cameron Smith is not on here for some reason. I don't think it's a huge tournament. That's my gut feeling. I don't know. I'm more interested in trying to find a winner in the Kentucky Derby, for crying out loud. Just take the number 9 horse, buddy, and you'll win.
Oh, come on! I'm not going to do that. I know who's on number 9. Yeah, I don't either. They had their drawing yesterday. I read a stat yesterday. You know how many derbies have been won by Kentucky horses? 113. You know what the second state is behind them with 6? Florida, of Ocala. They've had 6 Derby winners, and I've been fortunate to see a couple of them run there. So I'll make my pick. Interesting names in there. We'll see how it turns out. I love. It takes you a minute to get caught up on who they are, and to get caught up on the names and the horses. And then by Saturday, I'm usually good to go. My wife and I are watching it. I'll be watching. I love the drama and the color of the Derby. And I got to tell you, when you're there and you got money riding on a horse, been blessed to see someone like Secretary. Boy, what a day that was. I love horse racing. It didn't get a lot of run. People would rather talk about something else, but boy, oh boy, it's special. And by the way, final thought, if Phil Mickelson didn't do enough to screw up golf with all this whole thing with the tournament, the Saudis and so on and so forth. Now Greg Norman's jumped in. He's running his mouth about it. So I'm criticizing Mickelson, pretty much blaming him for the whole deal. The thing is blown up in their faces. And I get the fact they were trying to leverage it. They overplayed their hand, Shane. They overplayed their hand badly, and they made a mess out of this thing. 2 iconic golfers.
Andy says on Facebook Live, the 9 horse. I like the name. Tis the Bomb.
That's perfect for you. That's perfect for you.
30 to 1, buddy. 30 to 1. Throw you $5 on it.
Is that who you're going to go with?
Yeah. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know, buddy. Jeff says, referring to baseball, brought to you by Melton Law. Gators have to just finish 12th or better to go to Hoover. No minimum number of games. They probably need to win 5 of 9 to get to 13 and 17 and get a spot in the NCAA tournament. But I don't think if they don't win, they got to just win. Yeah, we got to be 12th or better to go to Hoover. But I think we need to win probably 5 or better to get to Hoover. I think. I don't know. I probably should have done a little more research. But
there's always tomorrow's show. You'll figure it out.
I could have sworn somebody told me that. So anyway, buddy, who's on your show tonight?
You are, man. You're on tonight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. I forgot. I went from last night to tonight.
But we'll work on our picks. You got Tis the Bomb. I like chalk. I'll probably go with Zandon, although you don't make any money. He's a 10 horse. We'll talk about it tonight on my show, the program, Buddy Martin Show. And be glad to have you on tonight, Shane.
Yep, I'll be ready to roll. I just totally forgot. Make sure you send me that link. All right, buddy.
All right. See
Have a good day, my man.
You too. Thanks.
That's Buddy Martin. Join us on the Tight No More Hotline. I'm going to take a quick time out, come back, get to these texts. You're watching and listening to Pod Up Matthews in the Morning.
We want to take this moment to thank all our sponsors who keep the show going and pay the bills. Crime Prevention Security Systems, large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Titan MRI, Gainesville's only locally owned and operated MRI facility. Meldon Law, won't back down. Peachland Dental, Gator Nation's first choice for dentistry in Port Charlotte. Comfort Temp, comfort is our business, peace of mind is our promise. QC Kinetics, live pain-free with QC Kinetics. Celebration Point Town Center, Chris Doring Mortgage. Our Gridiron sponsors are Auto ER, UF Bookstores, Celebration Point Town Center, South State Bank, Chris Doring Mortgage, Silverback Concrete Co., Ruse Ogra Agent, State Farm Insurance. Some of our touchdown sponsors are Campus USA Credit Union, Adams Rib Company, Doreen Weeby Realtor, Caldwell Banker, MM Parish, Gator Dominoes, Celebrate Primary Care, Gator Bait
Ironwood
Media,
Golf Course,
Style Cuts, Big Mills Cheesesteaks. If you are interested in promoting your business on the show, visit potupwithshane.com and click the advertise button. Again, thank you to all the great businesses that support the show. If you like what we are doing here, make sure you follow us and support the businesses that support us.
Pro football legend Emmitt Smith understands your joint pain.
It does not surprise me that there are a ton of people out there that's in pain.
That's why Emmitt is such a proponent of QC Kinetics, offering real lasting joint pain relief with non-surgical, all-natural biologic treatments.
Whether it's a joint pain, ankle pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, back pain, hip pain, any kind of pain, the body eventually will break down when it's under that much stress.
That stress can cloud your judgment to the point that you'll just say yes to the scalpel or yes to another prescription of pain pills. But maybe it's time for a second opinion from QC Kinetics.
The reason why I would recommend this is because the natural biologics that QC Kinetics is providing you gives your body a chance to naturally heal itself.
Restorative, regenerative solutions are here. Get lasting relief and live your life.
Call QC Kinetics 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550. QC Kinetics 352-400-4550.
Welcome back to the Crime Prevention Security System Studios. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Celebration Point is where the Gators go to celebrate with premium brands like Visor's Rooftop, Dave & Buster's, Regal Cinemas, Hotel Indigo, Sensei Asian Bistro, Escape Apology, and the HBC's restaurant, Spurrier's Gridiron Grill, where every Tuesday you can enjoy 50% off handcrafted martinis from 4 to 10. We'll see you at Celebration Point, where the Gators go to celebrate. I want to thank Buddy Martin for joining us on the Titan MR hotline. I got some text here on the Titan MR text line. This one comes from Joe. He says, love your program. Not only do Nick Saban and Steve Spurrier want to win in football, they also want to win in life and in their Mercedes dealerships and restaurants. Their winning is simply in their DNA. No question about it. Speaking of Mercedes, so they had two drivers pick us up at the airport to drive us to this event. And the fanciest damn Mercedes I've ever seen in my life. Damn lights are changing. It was like being in one of those funky limousines where the lights turn different colors every few seconds. And it was one of those electric cars. It was quite interesting, to say the least. I wouldn't buy one, but it was a smooth ride to and from the airport. Let's see, got a text here from my man Evan. I don't know why it turned dark. Well, how about this? I just got a text from Archie Manning. He says, great seeing you last night. You did a great job. So Archie's, like I said, a good friend of the family. And he had a lot of high praise for Billy Napier. Just to let y'all know out there. We were talking, he was surprised that LSU didn't make more of a push to hire Billy Napier. But we got us a good one for sure. At Chris Doring Mortgage, they do mortgage lending right, helping home buyers throughout Gainesville and North Central Florida. Call Chris Doring Mortgage today at 352-244-0840. If you missed it last night, which I did, in the NBA playoffs, the Miami Heat go up 1-0 over the 76ers, and the Suns go up 1-0 on the Dallas Mavericks. And then tonight you'll have the Celtics trying to bounce back. They're down a game to the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Grizzlies lost a heartbreaker the other day. They play the Warriors tonight. So good basketball going on right now. I don't really watch the NBA until the playoffs come around. Rick says here on Facebook Live, brought to you by Meldon Law, for the Derby, always pick the gray horse if there's one running. Rick, why is that? I don't know if there's a gray horse or not. John asked on Facebook Live, brought to you by Meldon Law, do you think that this new era of NIL paying players will drive Saban to retirement sooner than he would like? You know, I don't think so. Let's think about it. How old is Saban? He's 70-ish. He looks in phenomenal shape. But here's the thing. Would it drive him out of football? I don't know if it would, but you got to remember, he's going to get the top players no matter what. Because he said last night, or not him, but I think it was Rick Neuheisel, his players have made like $1.7 billion since he's taken over in the National Football League. So he's only got a few more years left. I mean, at his age, he will be retiring eventually, but I don't think the NIL so in my opinion, Alabama, Georgia, and Ohio State, I'm not even going to put Clemson there. Those three teams don't have to worry about the NIL because I think kids want to go play there because they put so many guys in the NFL and they've been winning and they've been in the 14 playoff. Now, obviously, they're going to get NIL deals, but I don't see a kid that one of them is recruiting that's going to choose Texas or Miami over going to play there. We know Miami's throwing a lot of money around with that Life Wallet guy. They're just buying players. So it's an uphill battle for everybody that's not been winning. So anyway, let's see here. Rick says, because they always finish in the money. Okay, so Rick is saying if there is a gray horse in this race, bet on him and you will win. Joseph says Alabama has deep enough pockets to keep him in the mix. Yeah, but he's gonna retire eventually. But I can't remember how old he is. I want to say 70. Coach Spurrier just turned 76, maybe 71. But he looks in great shape for sure. I got another text here on the Titan More text line. It's from Larry. Larry says, Shane, how was it flying on the school plane with Chris and Coach? Well, it was fun. Coach is a character now. The stuff that I can't say on air, he is so funny. But having Rick Neuheisel in there with their coach, his wife and Jerry, it was a lot of fun. And pilots did a tremendous job, obviously getting us there back and safe. And but it's a cool plane. That plane can move now. John asked, do you think that's I already read that. Joseph asked on Facebook Live, brought to you by Mel. I saw a stat showing the number of kids drafted in the NFL by state. Florida had the most first-round draft picks, but no number one overall picks. That was surprising. That's interesting. I wonder when they're drafted by the state, were they kids that grew up in this state or went to the state universities? There was a stat for a long time while I was playing that per capita, the state of Mississippi put more players that grew up in that state into the National Football League for like 7 straight years. So it was pretty cool. Gosh, I just had something I needed to read and I can't find it. So let's do this. Let's take a quick time out, Evan, so I can find it. And then we come back, we'll wrap up this Tuesday edition. You're watching and listening to Pod Up with Matthews in the Morning.
We want to take this moment to thank all our sponsors who keep the show going and pay the bills. Crime Prevention Security Systems, large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Titan MRI, Gainesville's only locally owned and operated MRI facility. Meldon Law, won't back down. Peachland Dental, Gator Nation's first choice for dentistry in Port Charlotte. Comfort Temp, comfort is our business, peace of mind is our promise. QC Kinetics, live pain-free with QC Kinetics. Celebration Point Town Center, Chris Doring Mortgage. Our Gridiron sponsors are Auto ER, UF Bookstores, Celebration Point Town Center, South State Bank, Chris Doring Mortgage, Silverback Concrete Co., Ruse Ogra Agent, State Farm Insurance. Some of our touchdown sponsors are MB Listing, McDonald's of Gainesville, Aikido America, 84 Lumber, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Avera and Smith, Dowling Signs, Baker's Sporting Goods, Silver Cube Billiards and Sports Bar. If you are interested in promoting your business on the show, visit potupwithshane.com and click the advertise button. Again, thank you to all the great businesses that support the show. If you like what we are doing here, make sure you follow us and support the businesses that support us.
Welcome back to the Crime Prevention Security System Studios. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. South State Bank, we understand that small businesses need a community business partner that they can rely on. South State has 4 convenient Alachua County locations. South State Bank, banking forward. Remember FDIC. John says, does that number include IMG kids that came from another state? Yeah, I don't know about that stat. It could be skewed a little bit because of places like IMG. Let's get to this day in sports, brought to you by our good friends at Comfort Temp. Comfort is our business, peace of mind is our promise. Beat the summer heat and schedule your air conditioners tune-up today, keeping you chill and the Florida heat far away. Comfort Temp Heating and Air. Call them today. That all rhymes, doesn't it? 352-376-2366. This day in sports, in 2018, the Atlanta Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan becomes the NFL's first $30 million per season player after agreeing on a $150 million contract extension. Now, that's been surpassed for sure. That's This Day in Sports, brought to you by our good friends at Comfort Temp. Okay, I remember what I wanted to talk about. We were referring to the NFL draft. I saw this stat. Pretty amazing. Says there are more undrafted free agents in the Hall of Fame than number 1 overall picks. That's a pretty amazing stat right there. Think about that. More undrafted free agents in the National Football League Hall of Fame than number 1 overall picks. You would think every number 1 overall pick would be a Hall of Famer, right? Not so much. Not so much. Tomorrow's program, we'll have JC on. We'll do our golf picks, our Peachland Dentistry weekend golf picks. We're also going to have Steve Palazzolo from Pro Football Focus join us, recap the draft, tell us who he thinks had a really good draft, who had a bad draft. He'll also break down the Gators. We'll talk to him a little bit about next year's draft. You know, I've seen some people on Twitter come out with some of the Gators that may be drafted next year. We don't know who will get drafted and who won't. GS, how long was the flight from Gainesville to Birmingham? Well, we had to pick Coach Spurrier up and Rick Neuheisel up in Lake Oconee up in Reynolds Plantation, which is near Greensboro, Georgia. They were there for an event. So that was a 40-minute flight. And then from there to Birmingham was 30 minutes. So I bet it's only 35 minutes if you went straight from Gainesville to Birmingham on this plane. Let me see what Andy's question was. Everybody says it was, I can't find it though. Dadgummit. Real quick, stay with me, folks. I can't, here it is. Andy says, off topic. How involved was John Reeves with the quarterback development when you played at UF, or did the HB handle all the quarterback activities? John Reeves was very instrumental in me getting an opportunity. I was always sent down to the tight ends, which he coached, and he kind of put me under his arm and said, "You got a chance to be a good player." And he and Coach Spurrier both were huge in my development. Obviously, Coach Spurrier, but John Reeves is the one that kind of opened the door and gave me an opportunity. Joseph says it was based off where they went to high school. Florida had 44, Texas 38, Georgia had 30. Not surprised then. I'm surprised at that Georgia number, though. You would have thought California would have been in there, as big as that state is, and the football they play out there. So anyway, I hope you folks enjoyed today's program. Make sure you follow us and like us on Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast. There's so many different ways you can watch our program now. Feel free to tell your friends and family to follow us. The more followers, the better. Hope you enjoy your day. Make sure you tune in tomorrow again, JC and Steve Palazzolo. If you have any of your NFL draft questions on any player or any team or any Gators, let us know. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.